I spoke last Saturday night, and it was an hour and 45 minutes. So I have to revamp in my head very quickly what I want to leave with you, message with you tonight. Two things about me I'll say first. In the 4.5 decades of working in private sector business in multiple organizations in multiple industries, multiple cultures, I was always where the rubber met the road for delivery of product or services. I wanted to be where the quality, the efficiency, the cost effectiveness was, the customer sat, so that people would continue to buy product and services. It's in my DNA, the focus on efficiency and results. The other thing I'll tell you as a servant of by the people is that's why I signed up to serve. I work for the people, period. I don't work for hidden agenda, special interest, or anything else that comes with the job. My people, and everywhere in the state I've been, and I've been around a bit lately, demand that of me, and they demand a full forensic, physical, cyber audit. The 10 minutes is tough for me, but what the full forensic, physical, cyber audit will give you are things like, and I'll use some of the data because it's factual and real, from Arizona. The Arizona audit showed the canvass had 3,400 more ballots were casted than reported. Now, if you've got a reconciliation process within your election routine, that shouldn't happen, but it did. So that's a problem. Over 9,000 more mail-in ballots were received and reported than the official number of mail-in ballots that were sent out. 9,000. A couple more points, and then I'll bring it back to Wisconsin. 300 deceased people were reported as voting. The reason I tell you these things about another place in our country is that it happened everywhere in our country, I believe. And the reason I believe that is for the last 12 months of my life, I've been looking into this situation and involved in the analysis process from machines to ballots to routers to chain of custody and the WIS vote record file that the Wisconsin Election Commission has for use. There's 7.1 million entries in that file. 3.4 million people are eligible to vote in that file. 3.5 plus million are ineligible for various reasons. They're inactive, but they're all in the same place. That's an issue for, in my 4.5 decades, 3.5 was working in technology departments and data processing. When you have that type of file with that type of different data, that can cross over. So inactive can become active and then made inactive again if the wrong person gets a hold of that information. Now within the state of Wisconsin, you have FIDO keys and password access to that file. There's 3,138 people that have had and or have access to that file. All it takes is one. The other thing is, any clerk in any county within the state can get into that database and look at the data in another county. That shouldn't happen as well. So you've got the data contained in one place, it should be siloed. You shouldn't have access outside the scope of your own county. We don't have that situation. So I had a lot more I needed to say and wanted to say, but I just, I'm going to continue to work with everyone and everything to get the audit we need in our state. And the audit should come before an investigation, because you want to qualify where the errors and or the data is to investigate. And then if it's nefarious or irregular or illegal in nature, the investigation will flesh that out from the judicial process, and then actions can be taken up to and including criminal charges. And after that, who knows what could happen. But we got to get the audit done first. And there's evidence that dictates the necessity for that in all 50 states in our country. Wisconsin is real close. multiple things happening. Somebody else speak up a little bit. I can talk louder if it helps. Oh, okay. I'm okay with the resource of the special counsel. I'm not okay with its alignment. It should work for the Campaign and Elections Committee because that's what statute dictates. It's not. So, but it's happening, and so if something good comes out of that, fine. The Campaign and Elections Committee is still working on its issues regarding ballots. They're having a hearing on the 28th of this month. I look forward to that one. The one on March 10th, earlier this year, by the way, blew the lid off, in my opinion. When the Campaign and Elections Committee met and talked about the issues in Brown County, that's where I really got woke up. So fast forward to July 15th, when I watched the preliminary data in Arizona come out, that's the day I sent a message to the speaker and I said, we need to do more. And he said, send a message to Justice Gableman at the time. He was just getting started. And I said, okay, I'll do both. I put out a press and I sent a message to that resource and said, we have to do more. And ever since then, things have been happening. Not fast enough, as Representative Dahlman had said. He was accurate in that. I want to get this done yesterday because we don't have time. All the data from ballot to cyber is allowed to be deleted on September 4th of 2022. It sounds like a long time from now, but 11 months goes really fast in this environment. And the longer you wait, the less quality you'll have in the process. So if we don't get something going forensic and an audit perspective in a true audit fashion, like if you're a CPA and you audit books, by mid-February, late February at the latest, we may not get it done on time. So there's a sense of urgency on time. I'm going to do everything I can to work with all individuals from the legislature to the special counsel to try to get that done as quick as we can. I'm not a member of the Campaign and Elections Committee, but this issue, to me, and I'm speaking only for myself because I got some wonderful and respected colleagues in the room, I will tell you that this issue to me is a national security issue. Yes. And the action that occurred, that allegedly occurred last November, is an assault on our Constitution. And as long as I'm in this job serving the people, I can't let that go untouched. I've got to engage and I've got to do something. So I will continue to fight out by and for the people until this is resolved. We've got to get the audit. I think my 10 minutes is up. I got to honor the chairs. Yeah.